Bonjour tout le monde. Today we are continuing with il s'appelle and elle s'appelle to say other people's names, but we're also going to add to this and learn how to say what the people's nationalities are and where they're from. Remember, we already learned nationalities and to say where you were from yourself, right? And your name. Je m'appelle Madame McKee. Je suis américaine. Je suis de New York. Right? So now we're going to learn how to say this for other people. So just a real quick review for a boy's name. Here we have Finley, and I wrote il s'appelle Finley, right? Il s'appelle is his name is. And then we saw Mrs. Percy. Elle s'appelle Mrs. Percy. So whenever you're talking about a boy, your sentences start with il, I-L. That means he or him or his. And whenever you're talking about a girl, your sentence will start with L, okay? So just to revisit the nationalities are going to be the same for when you were talking about yourself, okay? So we have the same nationalities as before: French, English, American, Canadian. If you're talking about someone who's French, and it's a boy, you would say that they were français. If they were a girl, you would say they were française. Right? Anglais for boys, anglaise for girls. For American, américain for American boys, américaine for American girls, Canadien for Canadian boys, Canadienne for Canadian girls. So to put this into a sentence, you need to put the two words il est and the nationality when you're talking about a boy. All right? So if someone was American, you would say il est américain. So you would choose, when you're talking about boys, any of these nationalities, and you would put the two words il est beforehand. Il est français, he is French. Il est anglais, he is English. Il est américain, he is American. Il est canadien, he is Canadian. And then if you wanted to say where they were from, it's that little word de that we've seen before when you were talking about yourself. When you're talking about yourself, we said je suis de. I am from, right? Je suis de Maine. When we're talking about someone else, we're going to still say de because that means from, but we're going to use our sentence for he is, right? Same sentences up here. Il est de means he is from. Il est de Rockland, he is from Rockland. All right, so il s'appelle Mr. Randall. Il est américain. Il est de Cushing. For girls, it's the same thing, except you change the il to L. And then everything else is the same, except for whichever nationality you choose, because you have to choose a girl nationality, right? So we would have elle est whatever nationality. Elle est américaine. She is American. And to say where they're from, elle est de city is she is from wherever. So elle est de Rockland. She is from Rockland. I'm putting it all together. Elle s'appelle Mrs. Duke. Elle est américaine. Elle est de Rockland. All right. So all my sentences start with elle when I'm talking about a girl. And since it's a girl, I use the feminine nationality for American, Américaine with the E at the end. Okay, so kind of seeing them together here. Il s'appelle Finley. Il est américain. Il est de Waldoboro. And for girls, same thing, but starts with L. Elle s'appelle Mrs. Percy. Elle est américaine. Elle est de St. George. Okay,